If it's important to you, it's important. I don't know who needs to hear this, but a lot of us tend to go to friends or family members or search externally for proof that what we're thinking, what we're believing is correct. And we lack that sense of self trust and understanding that we know what's best for us. A lot of times, in a situation where something happens, we'll immediately want to go tell somebody and ask for advice and think, oh, what should I do? And want to talk it out. And while that's a really beautiful thing, if you're not rooted in what you believe and you don't trust yourself, you're gonna become the combination of everyone else's beliefs around you. And while it's beautiful to have a support system that can see you and hear you and listen to you and help you talk things out, if you are constantly just taking other people's advice on your own personal situations, you will never be living in your truth because you're constantly searching outside of yourself for validation that what you're believing is correct and what you're doing is correct. This is the slippery slope of social media, and the way that society is so outspoken is that there's this general preconceived set of notions of what is okay, what is the bare minimum, what is allowed, what is acceptable, and that brings us so out of touch with our own intuition and our own beliefs about what is okay. And everyone has such a unique experience in life. Like, the experiences and traumas that I've had are so different from anyone else's, and we've had these different experiences that shape our perception, our worldview. So for me to constantly be going to my mom or my friend and asking them for advice and taking their advice based on their lens is not going to bring me the true fulfillment, because I might be living out of alignment with my values if I'm constantly searching outside of myself for what I should do next or how I should handle situations. I think this comes up especially when you're making large life decisions. You have to be really true to who you are and what you believe is right, and taking intentional, quiet, alone time to talk it out with other people is nice, but taking time with yourself, like going on a walk without your phone, without any sort of distractions, writing and journaling what you actually feel, and not thinking about the voices of the external motivation and also external factors that are kind of guiding your opinion. I feel like society has a really strong output and belief on what is successful and what is good at this point in time, but that might not necessarily be aligned with the vision that you have for yourself. And if you're constantly following what society decides is okay, what your friends and family think is best for you, you may not be living in alignment with what you actually want, and then one day you'll just wake up and feel so unfulfilled and so unhappy, and you won't know why. And then you'll realize that it's because you're living the life that other people have told you you should live rather than the life that you actually want to live. And the truth is that we are all so out of touch with our own intuition, our own desires, our own heart, because while it's beautiful that human nature is social and we want to connect with others, we don't have to sacrifice our own wants and needs to fit in, because at the end of the day, only you can make the decisions for you. And if you're constantly living based on other people's perceptions of what you should be doing and allowing that to guide you instead of following your own heart and intuition, you're going to be deeply unhappy because you're living out of alignment with who you truly are at your core. So it's so important to give yourself that validation that if something is important to you, even if other people think it's not that big of a deal or it's not that reasonable or rational, if it matters to you, it matters. And it's so important that you stand up for yourself, because nobody else can stand up for you and know the truest, deepest desires of your heart except you. If you're constantly just going off of what the status quo is or whatever you think you should do or what will receive the most external validation, you will be deeply unsettled and unhappy, because if it's important to you, it matters, and you deserve to follow and live a life that you truly feel fulfilled in.